At about 65 first district Republicans, and we've since collected more here today. Now, in light of the fact that the removal of the chairwoman and vice chairman is not something that, in my opinion, we can take up here today, because according to state party rules, it has to be done by their respective county committee or the first district committee. I would like to pass on that resolution, and I would like to propose that we basically settle the contest from the first district by holding a roll call vote for those that were in nomination at the time, which we do have a record of with us, and determine the delegates and alternates, as well as the elector and alternate elector from that convention here today. And I would like to include the entire delegation convened here today in order to determine that.
Point of information on the request.
What is your point of information?
The chair recognizes. Is it that the first district meeting is reconvened? Is it that the first district meeting is reconvened and the first district delegates do a roll call vote on their delegates, or is that different?
That was the resolution asked for and requested in the original complaint. However, RNC Rule 20 does state that any contest arising out of a district convention shall be decided upon by the state convention. And so I think to keep in line with that, I would move that we basically conduct a roll call vote with everybody here that is now convened and credentialed, deciding on those delegates and alternate delegates, as well as elector and alternate elector.
Point of information.
Chair recognizes Tyler Bills.
Point of information. I do not believe that that anyone other than the Congressional District 1 can vote on those particular, on the delegates and alternates and elector alternates. And I believe the only thing that the body, we at the state convention, can do is determine if we want to recognize those delegates or not and reconvene. We're given that option.
Point of order.
Yeah. Seeing as no one besides CD1 would have been credentialed at that convention.
If I could, I'd like to read the applicable Rule 20 from the RNC rules. Would that be okay, Jeremy? Thank you. Applicability, effectiveness, and amendment of rules. Sorry.
Order.
This is
like that.
Watch out on the street. False alarm. Man, it's twice tonight.
Game on.
It's just a test. Good job.
Game on.
Then that's number 7.
Read that Rule 20 like a box.
Who would have thunk it? Freedom takes effort.
Seriously, Tina, that's a very good point.
Our founding fathers.
Yeah, they wouldn't know that.
okay. At this time, I would like to read into the record Rule number 20, titled Contest Resolution by States. All contests arising in any state electing district delegates by district convention shall be decided by its state convention, or if the state convention shall not meet prior to the national convention, then by its state committee. Only contests affecting delegates elected or selected at large shall be presented to the Republican National Committee, provided, however, if the contest regarding a district delegate arises out of the irregular or unlawful action of the state committee or state convention, the Republican National Committee may take jurisdiction thereof and hear and determine the same under the procedures provided in rules number 22 and 23. It's my interpretation that, you know, this convention did occur prior to the national convention. So I would think that it's within this body's jurisdiction, as stated in rule number 20, to decide this contest.
Information?
Yes, sir.
Based on this reading, this is where it kind of was muddy earlier. Am I understanding correctly that based on that rule, only a district, only at-large delegations can be settled at a state convention, and district delegations may be settled by the RNC at their discretion, or can district delegations be settled by a state convention as well?
Well, I would like to read it again because, first of all, only delegates elected or selected at large shall be presented to the Republican National Committee, provided, however, if the contest regarding a district delegate arises out of the irregular or unlawful action of the state committee or state convention, the Republican National Committee may take jurisdiction thereof and hear and determine the same under the procedures provided in rules number 22 and 23. However, again, the highlighted section of this rule that I have is the simple language that all contests arising in any state electing district delegates by district convention shall be decided by its state convention.
Point of
As long as
information.
that occurs before the convening of the Republican National Convention.
Point of information. I believe the contest that he's talking about there, in my interpretation, is the contest between the
Yes or no?
Pardon? In my interpretation of the reading of that rule is that the contest is. My interpretation of the reading of that rule is that the contest that he's talking about is not the election, but the results of the election.
You just got worse with the mic.
So we can't re-elect your delegates. We can only settle the contest between whether your delegates are legitimate or whether you have
Outside
not gone
voice.
back to convention. We cannot re-elect your delegates.
I mean, I would say it's pretty unclear, and although I would like to proceed in a manner that has the best chance of being upheld by the RNC, and so unless there's any discussion or debate on the actual matter of the complaints, I would like to move that that the convention today order a reconvention then of the first congressional districts. I would say in the first district then.
Right.
By the same delegates, I mean, I would say by any authorized delegates that were authorized to attend that convention.
Right.
Second that motion.
All right. The motion before the chair is.
Information? Can we please reread that motion so I can record it?
Order. Yes. Repeat the motion, please.
I move to have the state convention order a reconvention of the first congressional district convention to be held at some point in the future prior to the deadline before the Republican National Convention in order to, I guess, conduct the business according to state party rules in the election of those delegates and alternates, as well as electors and alternates, by roll call vote by county.
Friendly amendment. Point of information.
Only roll call votes.
Okay, I heard a friendly amendment over here.
In the absence, would it be your intention? Would it be your intention that in the absence of the district chairperson, that a chairperson can be decided by those delegates that appear at that first district convention?
Would that not be under normal circumstances? Multiple chairmen can be nominated from the floor, so that would be moved.
Point of information.
Yes.
As I understand it, if we were to vote to reconvene, we haven't decided if we are going to accept the validity of the CD1, and so I believe
CD1 what?
of the convention. itself.
Of the delegate?
Results of the convention. We haven't decided if we want to validate them. So I would propose a motion to invalidate the results.
Reject the original.
Out of order.
Okay.
Well, I mean, since it wasn't
When there's a
postulated
will,
in
there's a
the
way.
form of a friendly amendment, I would just like to withdraw my motion at this point.
Okay, so the chair would entertain a motion to invalidate the results of the first district convention.
Second.
I second that.
Wait, wait,
So moved.
you have to take the motion first.
Second.
Pizza Sunday.
Yeah, specifically the election results of national delegates, national alternates, elector, and alternate elector.
Do we have a motion?
Yes, the motion stands and it has been seconded. Is there any discussion or debate? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed?
Crickets.
Very good. The motion passes.
Crickets.
All right.
So now the chair would entertain.
Order!
We'll put out a press release or get it to the meeting.
So now entertain a motion for reconvention.
Okay, I would move that this convention order that a reconvention occur of the 1st Congressional District to be announced in available media or the local newspapers to and also communicated as well to all authorized delegates from any counties lying within that 1st district in order to get as many there as we can.
Second.
On information,
No, as many as we can, and that we have contact information.
is it the chair's opinion that this body has the authority to tell that convention when to convene?
Yes.
Yes, to get those people back to a reconvention of the 1st District Convention in order to carry out the business of that convention pursuant to state party rules.
There's been a point of information requesting knowledge of if this body has the authority to accomplish this motion. And the chair's opinion based on the reading of the rules is that yes, we do have that authority. So the motion is to reconvene the 1st District Convention, which would include notifying all authorized delegates in the counties contained in 1st District. Okay? Do I hear a second?
Prior to the deadline.
Prior to national convention? Yes. Yes, by the deadline, 45 days at least prior to the national convention.
As a
45 days to be determined.
At least 45 days.
Date to be determined. Date range sometime between today and is it June 15th?
So they're gonna put it in
Approximately July 1st is the cutoff date,
Okay.
from my understanding.
Okay.
Maybe even as delayed as July 15th.
Okay.
It's supposed to be 45 days, and the national convention is held on August 27th.
Okay. So we have a motion. We have a second.
Point of order. Can we approve that without specifying that date? Is that within our authority?
I believe we should specify the date.
Okay.
Specify within the deadline.
I move to amend.
Just a moment. The date. Point of information for the chair. Would that not be necessary for the 1st District Committee or 1st